Hi, Jim Robinson, ProfitTrading.com, and we're going to take a look at some weekly charts with the 10-10 bands and the weekly MACD. Here's December gold, and above the bands is bullish. So the last big move in gold has been a bull swing up, and then these corrections that come to and find support at the lower band is just a sign of strength. And gold did that a couple times here. And on the weekly chart, you could draw like a trend line there and a trend line along the bottom, and this pattern right here could be considered a triangle, a weekly triangle. And this bar that we had last week on the big move up in gold is probably a breakout to the upside. And here's one thing to look at on the triangle pattern is this bar closed above this part of the triangle. So I consider that like a breakout above a resistance area. And the weekly MACD is on a buy signal, so I think gold is heading higher. So now let's take a look at the dollar. So once gold gets, breaks through all the resistance it's got above it, which it's just probably got a little more above it, then it can just go as high as it wants to from there, basically. The dollar, like I said the last time we looked at the dollar, the 10-10 bands, weekly bands are down, so we were going to stay bearish. It kind of looked like the dollar was making, possibly a double bottom or something here. But again, the trend overrides everything. So we were staying bearish the dollar, and this is more, this sideways action here and up here is more distribution instead of like a consolidation before it started to go up. So this is all part of a downtrend, a bear move. This is a distribution area, another little bear move, a distribution area, and now we're breaking out to new lows. So that just shows the odds are with lower prices in gold here. And the weekly MACD is on a sell signal, so everything's bearish for the dollar. And the dollar and gold affect the other commodities. So we'll just take a look at a couple quick ones. And then I'll make another video maybe tomorrow or something. These videos, I know I keep mentioning this, but they can only be so long because I upload them on YouTube. So anyway, okay, here's December crude oil, and this is a bullish picture again. You could consider this a cup with handle, and a breakout above like about the 77 area on the December chart would be a breakout to the upside. So if we get any kind of thrust up here, that's going to be very bullish for crude. The MACD weekly has stayed on a buy signal this whole time for crude, since it went on a buy signal here and this base is formed. And again, higher lows is a sign of strength or gaining strength. So crude made a low here and it came up, made a higher low, made a bull swing, higher low, bull swing, higher low, and it just looks like it's getting ready to break out of this pattern to me. Again, above the bands is a sign of strength and that the trend's up. When it comes to the lower band, that's a support area, and since it traded higher off that lower band, that just again says crude is bullish and heading higher. So the trend is up for weekly crude. Look at one more real quick here. Let's just look at cocoa for that chart is really bullish too. And this is kind of the commentary that I've been putting out the last few weeks. I've been bullish on all these markets, and it's like I've mentioned they've been trading sideways, so it kind of makes you want to change your opinion on the market or whatever. But that's when you just got to stick to your guns and what the bands are saying. Now December cocoa is again this higher low, bull swing, higher low, bull swing, higher low. I mean, it's just like gaining strength here as this market's making higher lows. And this has been a resistance area right here, and the bands are pointing up, and it just looks like cocoa's getting ready to break through resistance, and that should lead to much higher prices. Now The MACD is on a buy signal. So again, the MACD agrees with the bands. Just one more quick time. Above the bands means the market's in a bull trend. So right here we have to go bullish cocoa and just say we're bullish cocoa. And then any move here below the bands is just probably a counter trend correction. And especially it just stayed one bar below the band here and it traded up. And then all these other corrections or consolidations back to the lower band. Didn't even put in a full bar below the band. So the bands say that cocoa is in an uptrend. So we're going to stay bullish cocoa. So I'll wrap this one up and I'll do another one later today or tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Jim Robinson, ProfitTrading.com.